Hello, this is Dr. Charmaine Gregory, and this is the Nocturnist Diary, coming to you from the minivan as doing the broadcast in between activities here with the cherubs. Basically, woke up from sleeping open overnight shift last night, and now I am getting in my to-do list. So. This is going to be number 5 in the series, and today's focus in the Fearless series is going to be focus on the path, not the obstacles. And so far, we've talked about a number of things. We've talked about, hey Sonic, thanks for joining. We've talked about recognizing our fears, making a plan of how to overcome them, doing something a little bit scary on a daily basis to help to build our courage and help us to become fearless. We've also talked about how to utilize our physical fitness to our advantage in dealing with fear and in suppressing the receptors that attach to cortisol and cortisol production, which in turn can be not always useful when we are dealing with a situation that we're fearful about. So, in talking about focusing on the path and not the obstacles, I read recently where a hockey player was describing how he focuses on the surroundings of the goal area when he's going to go ahead and try to score. Now, he doesn't look at the goalie. He doesn't look at what the goalie is doing. What he focuses on is actually the space that is available around the goalie. Now, you may be familiar with hockey, but if not, the goal itself is not very large, and the person that is tending the goal can sometimes occupy the majority of the space that is between yourself as the player and the actual scoring field. And then you have on top of that the added quote unquote obstacle of not being able to enter the crease, which is the circle that surrounds the goal itself. So you can, if you are focusing on that fear, focusing on that that obstacle, so the crease, the goalie, the fact that the area that you're going in is a small area, these are all obstacles, but you can choose not to focus on that. Instead, you can focus on the open pockets, the distance that you have in which to make your swing to get the puck behind the goalie and into the golden area. So this hockey player does describe that that's what he does and that's what he looks at. Because honestly, where we look or where we focus is really where we end up. And this is true for sports as it is true in life. I know that when I played lacrosse, the biggest thing that we learned was when we are actually moving the cross and we are targeting where the ball is going, the follow through was the most important piece of the actual throw, and that was what determined the direction in which the ball was actually going to be traveling. And so when you are passing a low pass, you would have your follow through towards where you're going, and when you're passing a high pass, you'd stop your follow through up higher, so the ball would have a trajectory that would be pointed upward. Thank you for joining, Monali. And so that is just a way of thinking about how do we focus on where we're going and how we are going to overcome our fears versus the things that pop up in our way. So the goalie, the crease, the small space, obstacles. Focusing on the empty areas, focusing on getting around the goalie, focusing on where to follow through with the hockey stick. These are the things that we focus on because those are the things that are going to actually help us to get around the obstacles and accomplish our goals. So I just wanted to tell you this and encourage you, because there are always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be someone telling you you cannot do something. This is no reason not to dream big, not to focus on the big item that you are trying to overcome, because there will always be naysayers, there will always be obstacles. But your mindset, your inner power, your superpower is what is going to help you to accomplish your goals and accomplish your dreams and overcome your fears. Now, I did a survey recently of Facebook followers, and one of the most common fears that people mentioned besides spiders and public speaking was the fear of failure. And you know, that is very human to fear failure. But what we have to realize is the thing that we fear the most is usually, when we overcome that thing, is usually behind that, on the other side of that, is always a big breakthrough. It's always our biggest breakthrough, our biggest strength when we come on the other side of that fear. So I hope that you will, hey Manny, thanks for joining. I hope that you will not focus on the path, I hope that you will focus on the path towards your dream, your path towards conquering your fear, and not so much on the obstacles that may be standing in your way. Because you are amazing and you can do it. There's no reason why you cannot. So I hope that this was encouraging to you, inspirational to you, and I hope that you will share this broadcast, make a comment below. I would really appreciate both. Thank you so much for your time. This is Dr. Charmaine Gregory, and this is the Nocturnist Diary. I hope that you will be strong, be brave, and unleash your greatness.